good morning and welcome to the Being Your Own CEO Success Circle. We get together because we enjoy each other's company. We like doing business together. We like experimenting together and sharing information, etc. You might be wondering why I have a hat on this morning. And that's only because David and Vivek did too. So I said, you asked for it. So, so this morning we are going to cover part 2 of David's presentation about testimonials. So today in part 2, we're going to be focusing on the filming aspect. So let's see well, David, you were here first. So how would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Dave Flannery. I'm with Affordable Websites for Small Businesses. And I'm not monitoring chat today, so if someone else could handle that, I'd greatly appreciate it. Uh, so, with that, it's sunny and right around 0 degrees Celsius here.
Aha,
Uh,
right on.
I will get back to you when we're ready for our presentation.
Thank you. And Vivek, you were number 2 here. How would you like to introduce yourself?
Namaste. My name is Vivekanand. You might hear a washing machine going full blast, but
Yep.
I am proud to share my belief with Steve Jobs and Leonardo da Vinci, who said simplicity is the ultimate in sophistication. I aim to bring time-tested wisdom and happiness together into your business and life by unifying, simplifying, and amplifying simple technology and tools. Wake Technology is my company. Together, let us wake up our potential.
Cool.
So I am in England, UK. The weather is turning colder and colder by the day. So yeah, today it's been, it says 6 degrees centigrade. So,
Yeah, it's about the same here.
hmm.
Right on. So Nathan, you were next. And we already said to Nathan, where's your hat? And he said, I look like a dork in a hat.
This is true. I have always felt that way, which is why I don't wear them. Yeah, so I'm well, not originally, but I was from Victoria many moons ago. Now here in Bucerias, Nayarit, Mexico. And my thing is marketing and writing and just working on a new project right now. Actually, I had a challenge I created a small group down here for people who, well, doesn't matter, but created a small group. One of the members in my group challenged me to take my articles and turn them into videos and post them on alternative media. I did that last night, posted 3, and within 2 hours, somebody phoned me from England.
Really?
And seriously, and since last night, I have had hundreds of views on my videos and tons of comments. And I posted on BitChute and brand new tube. Yeah.
So what you're really saying is it really does work to do things via video.
Well, yeah,
and that's what Jay is teaching over on WA right now as well.
Yeah, well, I've used video before, but I've never had results this fast or this good. I've posted on YouTube. Ironically, I posted one of the videos that I did on YouTube and it has 0 views. And I posted one this morning and I've got like 84 views on it since about 9 o'clock.
Good. Right on.
Yeah. And tons of comments. So it's just amazing to me that it happens so fast.
Right on.
Yeah.
So glad you made it here, Nathan. And so now, Fred, how about you? Another hat guy.
Yeah, I've got a plethora of hats. I could lend you one. One of them's got to work with you. The red one might really work for you, Nathan. Or how about the fedora? I've got a few more that I could help. I'm sure I'll find one that'll really look cool on you. But I'm Fred Jones, the creator of Our Future Leaders, and I assist young people with their communication and leadership skills. In fact, I just got off a contact my collaborator in Nepal, and we're talking about some more exciting collaboration, helping young people with various skills. So I'm excited about what I've just spoken to him about. So we're going to change the world one child at a time, I think, and that's my excitement. I'm in Ladysmith, up about whatever it is, 90 something kilometers up the Vancouver Island from Victoria. And I think the weather's about the same as it is in England and Victoria, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm on my friend's boat, hiding away from COVID-19.
Yes.
So.
Right on. So I'm glad you made it.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
I do
so
want
much.
to say that Javita is out in YouTube land. She says, hello, everyone. Good morning. And we will respond by saying, hi, Javita. Good evening. And she said, looking beautiful. I guess she likes my hat. So I might introduce myself. I like to refer to myself as the Elder Geek. And I really enjoy, I've been hosting this meeting for, I don't know, roughly 5 years. And I do like helping people figure out their online things. I've been helping people learn how to do Zoom. Done lots of that with the choir work. And I also like to create affordable websites, just as David does, although I don't call it that. And I like helping retirees figure out an online business. So this morning we are going to finish what we started talking about last week. So last week, what David covered was the process for getting testimonials from satisfied customers. And we realized that it was a pretty big subject. So we divided it up so that we would talk about the process and then the filming as separate. So, David, do you want to share your screen and carry on, or?
Well, I was going to talk a few minutes.
Okay, go ahead.
Set things up. This week I went ahead and did another testimonial. So when I did it, I filmed myself doing the testimonial. So what I've done is I've got 2 videos. One is the actual testimonial completed, and the other is what I did while I was filming it. And then after that, we can ask. I'll answer questions and go from there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let me share my screen.
Hi, my name's Bethany, and I purchased our home with United Country Team Flannery several years ago, and it was a good experience. They helped us to see a lot of different homes. There wasn't a lot on the market that fit our needs at the time, so we looked at many homes, and then after that, they helped us through the process of going to closing, getting all their information together, and finding the right lender solutions to help us get into our home. And we've been here for a while now, and we absolutely love it, so we're thankful for all the help that they gave us.
Ooh, it's really loud.
Was it?
Yeah.
Huh.
I've got the.
Very fancy with the reveal there.
What'd you say, Nathan? I couldn't hear you.
I said very fancy with the reveal there.
Yes, and that took me half an hour to assemble. Now my volume, I corrected that, and that was all normalized and everything. I don't know why it came through so loud. Did it come through loud on your feedback? Everybody came in loud?
I thought it was okay. Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It was okay.
Okay.
Okay, so
I've turned my volume way down.
Music generally tends to, be perceived louder than voice. So
That's true.
I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you how I made this testimonial and go from there. Okay, so start sharing. Hello, Dave Flannery. We're showing how we set up for doing a video testimonial. We will, first thing we're going to do is stage the area, which is, we do minimal, but we do try to keep it from being cluttered. Then we will talk to the person about what they're going to do. Then after that, we will do the interview. Okay, the first step is to make sure that you have the clutter, basic clutter gone, like paper plates in the pan. Check your chairs, make sure they're all pushed in. Then, once you get yourself, you go back and you check your camera, make sure that it presents well, which it does. Okay, Bethany, we're asking you to do a testimonial for us. And what we would like you to do is to tell your story of your purchase of your home. Do you feel comfortable doing that?
Yes.
Okay. I know it's been a while since you've done it, since you purchased it, but just tell the good and the bad, what problems we solved for you. It doesn't have to be 100% great, but if we worked hard and got your problem solved, that's what we're looking for. Okay. Then I set up my camera. I like using a tripod instead of using holding it, because then I take my breathing away and it picks up her voice a lot better. I start the camera, then I'm going to let it go for a few seconds, clap my hand, and then after that, Bethany, would you start about 4 seconds later?
Okay.
Okay? So I've started the camera.
Hi, my name's Bethany, and I purchased our home with United Country Team Flannery several years ago, and it was a good experience. They helped us to see a lot of different homes. There wasn't a lot on the market that fit our needs at the time, so we looked at many homes, and then after that they helped us through the process of going to closing, getting all of our information together, and finding the right lender solutions to help us get into our home. And we've been here for a while now, and we absolutely love it, so we're thankful for all the help that they gave us.
Okay, thank you very much, Bethany. That was great. At that, I stopped the video, and now all I have to do is download it to my computer and edit it. Thank you very much for Bethany and Debbie Flannery, Bethany Bland and Debbie Flannery for helping me set this up. Okay, have one more thing that we need to do before we leave the premises. We need to make sure we have our video intact, because if the video isn't good, we need to redo it. If you leave, you're likely not to get back to that person and be able to do it. So you play the video here. Okay, now that I've verified the video and it's good, I can now download it to my computer and be ready to roll.
That was absolutely cool.
I
It
have
was
a
a lot of
question.
fun. There were things that I needed to improve on. I'm going to redo this one more time because I want to post it on YouTube, but I need to show the camera better. The camera that was actually shooting the video, because it was not in the picture until I went and took it out. The other thing I need to make sure of is that my phone is set up so that it doesn't go dark quickly. My wife's phone set for like a minute, so I had to try and do the finger security, and it didn't. I had to take the phone off and do all that, but it worked. It was, and that's basically what we do. That's the process we go through. I'm going to try sometime along the line here in the next couple of them to do the interview like Luann is talking about, and from there I will see which one I like the most. I don't want to make it look like I'm telling the people what to say.
Right.
So that's the fear that I have.
She did a good job without your interviewing.
Yeah.
Good morning, Jay. We're glad you joined us with your hat.
Is there a holiday I missed, or
You missed the memo.
They're making fun of me, Jay. I always wear a hat now, and they're the only one that's not participating is Nathan, but that's okay. But Fred wears a hat all the time, and you pretty much wear a hat all the time. So now we're a majority.
We're just being silly.
Yes, and that's fine.
I
need to be made fun of.
It's fun being silly.
Yes, it is.
This is business. This is business. You can't be silly.
Yeah, right. King of jokes.
Vivek, I think you did indicate you had a question, so go ahead.
Yeah. David, obviously you had 2 cameras there. I wonder whether the view from the other camera was better. I don't know. It's just a.
I thought of that. The problem I had, the 2 things that were wrong was the tripod wasn't tall enough, and it needed to be taller, because she was sitting on. I was planning on her sitting at a couch, and the tripod would have been tall enough for that.
But you had another camera.
Yeah, but the camera that actually took the video for the testimonial was on a too short of a tripod, so it made it look like I was shooting up at her instead of shooting down a little bit, and that's an unnatural look for people. And the other problem was if you notice, she's got a picture frame growing out of the back of her head, and I didn't look close enough and move her over a little bit just so that she was in the blank spot of the
Yeah.
No, but your other camera where you shot the entire thing, including you, that showed a better view. That's what I'm saying.
yeah. And I can edit it. I can redo the video and use that shot. I just
Can you not use that footage rather than from
Yeah.
the phone?
Yes, I can. I didn't even. I got the I got it uploaded, and I went right to work and made it all go. And then after I had all the work done, I really examined the film, and then I said, "Oh boy, I made mistakes," and I didn't have enough time to take the other shot.
Right.
I wanted to be done in time enough to
So
the presentation.
My other question would be, what was the other camera?
It was the first camera was a Note 10, and the second camera was a Note 10 Plus, Samsung phones.
Oh, both are phones.
Yeah, both are phones.
So David, since you're using your phones, what software did you use for the filming?
Whatever the camera
Okay.
phone, what comes with the camera. I don't have a special app or anything like that.
Okay.
It's just, I just switch it to video, hit the record, and away we go.
And then does that go into Google Photos, or what
Yeah.
steps do you take after that?
Well, depends on how big of a rush. What I normally do is I send it to Google Drive, and what I do is I'll click share on the when you bring the video up before where you would play it. I click share, and then I find Google Drive, and I put it into the folder I want to put in.
Okay, right on. And then you go, and then I'm guessing in terms of the editing, I noticed that you use the clap at both ends. And so you did the editing in Camtasia?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And the clap at the end was just me being happy I was done. The first one was, but I'm finding that I separate the audio, and then I put it into Audacity and clean it up some, take out as much background noise as I can, normalize it, and do all that kind of work to it. And when I drop it back in, I'm not having to line it up with the clap. It just I don't cut it or do anything with it. I cut it all in Camtasia. So I just drop it in, and it drops down, and it's the exact same length as the film portion of it is. And it's working out really good. So I don't know, the clap is kind of fun and gets people, kind of stirs them up and gets them ready for the thing. So I may keep it going, but it's really not necessary.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So two things that are really important to video, in my opinion, are one is lighting, two is audio. So what do you like? Is your audio, do you have it just right out of the source of the phone, or do you use like one of these things, like a lav mic? Yeah, one of these little guys. Oh, you use a boom.
No. Right now, those were done with just the audio, but I have set up where I'm going to be using this, and I have a muffler that goes over the top of. I don't know what it's technically called. I call it a muffler.
Cattail.
Huh?
They're called cattails.
Cattail that muffles the wind, and I've got it set up where I can put it into my new phone, and I'm going to start using it because it's a very directional mic, and it. The back, if you're behind it, you're not going to pick up as much noise. So
yeah,
I've got that all ready to go and set up, and
So do you have a separate tripod for the mic, or how do you deal with that? Or you just get them to hold it?
No, I'm going to, it won't be this particular one, but I have a holder that has a screw on the top.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I can screw it
gotcha.
right on top of the holder.
Okay.
Somewhere,
And
when I bought the mic, there's a device that allows you to attach it to your phone, but I can't locate that.
okay.
But since I'm doing the tripod and just put the screw in the top and then it works out really well.
Yeah. Okay. What's the distance between the subject and the camera? It's like 6 feet, 8 feet? Because I mean, I know those boom mics have a certain threshold to be able to pick up data or pick up audio comfortably.
The one that I was doing the actual filming with was about 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that far. Where the one that I was doing the filming was probably closer to 9-10 feet away from everything, but it was more picking up my voice than it was hers.
Yes.
So what I could have probably done is separated the audio from the first one and moved it to the second one, and that would probably give me a better audio.
And in terms of software, you're just using the proprietary Samsung video application to record the audio as well as with the camera, the same application?
Yeah, I believe they're the same application. They're both from Samsung.
So yes, you're not using two separate phones, one for audio, one for video?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Normally, I only have one camera when I'm doing it, and it will be with the mic and all that. The lighting, I watched that very closely. We were lucky in that to her right was a window, a patio door that we were able to close the drapes, but they weren't completely dark drapes. They let filtered light come through, so it really gave a nice natural light for her. I've gone as far as I carry a couple natural light bulbs that I can screw into an overhead light or something along that lines. I do have my own lights, but I don't like bringing them because they're big and bulky and they're scary. People think they're getting into a studio, whereas if I just plug in a light bulb, it doesn't bother.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Wow. What was that, Vivek?
What's that, Vivek?
Oh, that's the boom, the audio thing that he has on his phone.
You could use this, a light like this.
Oh, what is that? That's really, it's a light. Oh, that's really cool. That's really neat. So what is the attachment to that? What is that? Is that, can that actually mount?
Yeah, you can attach it to
oh yeah, it's got several little holes to it. Oh, okay, for a tripod.
Neat.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Huh.
So if you have this, then you don't need to meddle with their light and
So what is that called, Vivek?
This is called as G1S video light.
Okay.
I thought you were holding up a graphics card.
Yeah, it looks like cool, a graphics card.
It kind of looks like a graphics card or a camera, but you said it's a light?
Yeah, it's a light, yeah.
What
a portable light.
What hertz is it? Or I use 5,000, I don't know, is it
lumen?
Yeah, 5,000 is
this you can change the frequency and all that. It can change the color.
But what I like to do is if you have the yellow lights, the old incandescent, or if you have the fluorescent light, they tend to be blue.
Mm-hmm.
If you mix that with outside light, it really gives you sometimes a nasty picture. So why I like changing out the light bulb is that way I've got the natural light, and if there's light coming in from a window, that it doesn't compete.
Right on.
And if you're Fred, you've got the light from the sea to
Yeah.
work with. Right?
I don't know
The
what
hardest
the
part is
red-
this: keeping your subject still.
So there's some text from Javita on YouTube. She says that was awesome, Dave, and then she also says hello, Jay. So
Thank you, Javita.
right. Any other questions or observations about this? Yeah, Dave.
I
Fred.
had a question.
Yeah.
Just about when you played the video, I normally have shown, just slides, but I haven't played a video, and I always worried about the voice or the sound coming. Settings on Zoom, so I'm asking about Zoom, because I know there's some settings. Unfortunately, now that I'm using the Chromebook, when I look at share, it's different because I'm using the browser version, not the app or whatever we're using on the laptop. So I'm not sure. So my question really is, what settings did you have in Zoom to play the video? Because it came through very well.
When I shared my screen at the bottom, there's two check boxes that allow the sound to come through. And then
There's another one that refers to the video quality. Yeah.
Okay. And I am using, what's the name of this software? Movie and TV is the name of the software. It's just what came with Windows.
Oh.
To play it. That's all I'm using to play it. I'm not using anything special. All I did was click the picture, and that was what, or the video, and that's what came up to play it automatically. And it was able to go full screen, and I was able to make it so that it so there's no bar at the bottom, or the bar is there, but it went full screen, and it looks nice and sounds nice. So
right on. Any other questions?
Yeah, that's a step in the right direction compared to
we lost Fred. I think he did. Yeah, there was a little
I'm back, I think.
Yeah, you are.
You were breaking up a little bit.
All right. Yeah, I had problems with the internet on the boat just before this, prior to this. I was talking to the guy in Nepal and I disappeared. So maybe it's happening again.
Well, it was, and now it seems to straighten out when whatever you switched on your headphones corrected it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, it's a big improvement using Zoom and playing videos compared to, well, I used to use, what was it, GoToMeeting. It was impossible to try and play a video on GoToMeeting, and now with Zoom it seems to work very well. So that impressed me. I thought, I was always afraid to try videos, but that worked extremely well. That was my comment.
I honestly hope that GoToMeeting one day improves the audio of the woman who says all attendees are in listen-only mode.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. It's like a jingle that gets stuck in your head, right? And you go absolutely insane if you do, GoToMeetings all day.
Well, they still do that with the GoToMeeting. I've heard that on several meetings.
They need a new voice actor.
I don't know what they need. Just
something like Siri,
Be careful. Don't you go any further. Don't turn on our things.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I won't turn on
our things on in the background. All right. So I'm looking at the time, and we're just right on time this morning. Does anybody have a desire for the last word?
Come on, Fred.
Fred, you always have the last word.
All right.
Don't break the tradition.
Okay. Well, using video is, as I think Nathan said, a great tool, but there's a lot to learn about video and it's going on. So it's great that we see how Dave's doing it. And I'm sure, like Nathan just said something earlier about, he shot some videos last night and got some great feedback on it. So that would be interesting to learn a little bit about what Nathan, how he managed to get such good feedback compared to previously. So once you've got the video, which Dave has shown us, what do you do with it? Where do you put it? How do you get reactions? I think is something that I'd find of interest.
For what it's worth, my videos were not spectacular at all. I was just, as you see me sitting here, but instead of the in camera that I have here in my laptop, I used this thing, Logitech, with the built-in microphone because the camera quality is much better. The sound was okay. I didn't do any editing at all because my video program overheats my computer and shuts it down. I need a new machine. So I just uploaded the videos as they were, but I really changed my titling sequences. I've been following a guy by the name of Jeff Berwick who does these really wild looking titles. And I was imitating him last night when I did those titles. And I think that has a good bit to do with it because they're really garish, actually quite ugly, a lot of them, but they're eye-catching, very eye-catching with really strong text with stroke, like let's say the inside is a light green, the outside is a bright red, all sorts of contrasty stuff.
So when you say
that seems to help.
So when you say titles, Nathan, were you using a presentation or PowerPoint or what?
No, I was using Photoshop and I was just getting images off of Pixabay, downloading them and then experimenting with the layering of the text. And it worked really well. I mean, this one video that I just loaded this morning, I just looked at it. I think I loaded it at like 9 o'clock. I've got 90 views on it so far, which is pretty good. And lots of comments.
Yeah. So that sort of underlines that whole disruptive thing, that whole disruptive concept, doesn't it? If you do something that's really disruptive, like, you know, it gathers people's attention.
It's really ugly, I have to tell you. The titles, like what I'm looking at, I mean, from an aesthetic standpoint, I think it sucks. But from an attention grabbing standpoint, it kind of reaches out and grabs you by the throat, which is what I wanted to do. Because Jeff Berwick, he runs a site called the Dollar Vigilante, and he's obviously got some really great graphics people working for him. And I'm just throwing this stuff up real quick and dirty, and I'm amazed by how well it works.
Well, interesting. So, David, you were waving.
I was waving at Alana saying good morning.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good morning, Alana.
I did have a comment that what I do with my videos is that I put them in YouTube, and then I embed them on my website. And then I take a Facebook ad and I do a just listed, and I advertise it for around, like, I think the smallest I can get is about 2 or 3, 4 miles, something like that, in Facebook, and boost an ad, and then just tell everybody they got new neighbors, and you know, check out their testimonial, and I get lots of hits that way. Lots of people come and see the video, but once it's gone, or once that ad's gone, then I go back down to nobody looking at them.
Yeah.
But I do generate people, and eventually I will get some people to work with us.
Right on. So, Alana, we were just about to close, but before we do, are you doing any videos, or have you got any interest in going in that direction?
No, I'm in the process of moving a few things around, so my websites are on hold at the minute. So yeah, no, I'm not really doing anything in that regard, but I have thought about putting a video on my website. But I'm gonna have to go back and look at what Dave has been doing. So
Okay. So, and I also want to just make everybody that's out there watching know that Jay is doing a whole month on doing videos in WA on Friday night. So if you want to hear more about what he's doing, you need to go to WA. So, all right. So, based on that, thank you, David. That was really awesome. And I just want to let everybody know what we're going to be doing next week because it's part of this whole series. Next week, we're going to talk about Filmora 9, which is a video editing program that is not nearly as expensive as Camtasia. And I discovered that you can record in there. I'll probably, we'll work on that this week, but we'll probably talk a little bit about our experience. Vivek and I spent quite a bit of time looking at that, but then also setting up OBS to do the same thing. And so we'll talk a little bit about all of that. So that's next week. And in the meantime, I'd really like to encourage you and to remember that it's important to do what you love with passion. And we will see you all next week. Thanks for coming. So.